Ugh. I can't die just yet. I haven't done what I needed to do yet. God damn it. I couldn't breathe properly. My eyeballs were quivering so intensely that I could barely see a thing. Man, I'm going into this. We might win here, but like, we're definitely going into the final boss with no health items. All our HP's at 10%, even lower. It's just gonna be a mess. My body felt as heavy as lead, and the cold deck beneath me seemed to be draining the warmth from my limbs. This was not good. I had to get up. I had to get up right now. If I let myself drift off, I wasn't going to open my eyes ever again. I knew all that, but my body just didn't want to move. I felt a bit like that time I'd nearly bled out on the ground after taking a shot from a rifle. How had I gotten myself out of that one? I seem to remember jerking my jaw down and yelling, "Come on," at myself until I could move again. Maybe oh my god. Wasn't happening this time. When I opened my mouth, all that emerged from it was a bloody froth. What the hell was that? As my fingers curled up, they brushed against something cold. I realized instantly what that something was. A case of booster drugs. Take them! If it makes him invincible, it'll make us invincible while we're damaged.
いいよ、使いなよ、兄さん。
Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe we can then use these against Oslo, and then... Oh my god, it's all... Typhon must have kicked me this way deliberately, knowing that the boosters were lying there. The kid really was too cocky for his own good. He's just signed his death warrant. Was he sure that his own big brother couldn't possibly beat him? I could kind of understand that, actually. Not too long ago, I'd almost convinced myself that I'd surpassed Kazuki. Apparently, overconfidence ran in the family. Hey, that's good for me. Reaching out with trembling fingers, I took a syringe from the case and pressed it desperately to my neck. This is just telling me that booster drugs are literally the greatest thing ever. Ow. Oh my god. A burst of brilliant white light exploded before my eyes. Suddenly, my blood was boiling with heat. My muscles swelled up inside me, and my bones groaned under the strain. The pain was maddeningly intense. A powerful force was ripping my body apart. A vice clamping down viciously on my head. My heart was moving so fast that I thought it might explode. Huh! What is this? 200 beats per minute? Blood surged through my veins, reinvigorating every cell in my exhausted body. I was suddenly bursting with energy, like a candle flaring up before it burns out. See, the drugs are great now, but it's gonna be all over later. I can move again, propelling myself forcefully up off the deck. I landed steadily on my feet. In total, I'd now taken a triple dosage of the boosters. That was definitely uncharted territory. I looked around me, observing the world that seemed to be moving in slow motion, and my eyes found the face of my brother, quote, quote. He was smiling. But for some reason, he didn't inspire any real emotion in me. I felt no anger, no pain, nothing. Right now, I had probably the exact same smile on my face. The familiar smell of blood and adrenaline in my nostrils was the only thing in the world that felt real to me. Oh my god, immediately just what the... Fucking... Without devising any plan whatsoever, I took my first step forward. Man, the music right now, hold on! At a glance, the two of us were about 9 paces away from each other. I closed that distance in 3 giant strides. Keeping my body as close to the ground as possible, I rushed straight toward my enemy's legs. Oh, it's got vocals! My leg whipped forward in a low, sharp kick, like a scythe mowing down wild grass. The blow struck home. Maybe he hadn't even attempted to evade it. Sucks for him. I'd used enough force to shatter an ankle. The impact to his foot threw my brother badly off balance, and before he had a chance to recover, I leapt onto him. Oh my god, I hadn't planned any of this in advance. It certainly wasn't any kind of martial arts maneuver. I'd literally just jumped on the man like a wild animal, bringing down its prey. The only real difference was that I didn't have any razor-sharp fangs to sink into his neck. You don't know that. We could just bite him. A human's only weapons are the techniques they've beaten into their own bodies. Without any need for conscious thought on my part, my body moved exactly as I trained it to, like a predator obeying its natural instincts. Using the momentum of my leap, I grabbed Typhon's left wrist and pulled him forcefully toward me, then drove my elbow into his temple. Yeah, you son of a bitch. Now I just need to follow through, push him down, and smack his head against the hard surface of the deck. When you're thrown off balance by a sweeping kick to the leg, it's impossible to defend yourself or even soften your fall. By using the weight of my body and his own acceleration against him, I intended to slam him down hard enough to crack his skull open. That would be instant death, maybe. I mean, he's fucking hyped up on drugs, who knows, man. But his response was something I hadn't been expecting. This wasn't anything particularly fancy either. He simply braced himself using a stationary leg. What the? With only that one leg, its muscles swelling until they nearly tore his pants apart, he actually managed to bear both the weight and the force of his body's momentum. It was like some kind of circus trick. Why, he has his own tricks. Indifferent to my astonishment, my brother reached out with the arm I wasn't grasping and seized hold of my wrist. The strength of his grip was inhuman. Drugs. My wrist screamed with pain, and I heard my watch's glass dial cracking under the pressure. Okay, that's what that was. At this rate, he was going to crush through the bones and rip my hand off. I don't even need it anymore. I lose my hand all the time. Damn it! Instantly kicking up my right knee, I drove it into his injured gut, right in the bullet hole. There was a sickening crunch as the blow landed, and my brother let out an involuntary cry. It was probably less an expression of pain than a frustration at his injured body's refusal to move as he wanted, and his steadily declining physical stamina. Should I pull away or press the attack? There was a split second to decide. I don't know. Don't make me make that decision. I'll get us killed. When you have your opponent at a disadvantage, you press forward and bring him down, even if it means taking 2 or 3 blows in the process. Pulling my right elbow back, I quickly reached my hand out toward Typhon's face. My middle finger and ring finger grasped his lower jaw. My index finger pushed into his ear, and my thumb moved to gouge out his left eyeball. But my brother wasn't going to just let that happen, of course not, because he's, well, me. Ugh! The same instant I started to apply pressure to his eye, the middle finger of his left hand stabbed into my right ear. Okay. Shit, he's going to get my eardrum. That wasn't the end of the world, but if he pushed through to my inner ear, I'd lose my sense of equilibrium, and if that finger made it all the way to my brain, it would be all over. 'Cause dead. Thrusting my arm straight out, I threw Typhon's jaw backward, violently ripping him off me. Oh my god. It's so tense. The music fits. The two of us tumbled across the deck in opposite directions, our eyes tracking each other's movements. Oh my god. I really did get his eye good. Pushing myself up up using all 4 of my limbs. I verified that my sense of balance was still functional, and my brother rose to his feet as well, swaying like a puppet with a few broken strings. I want that knife. Give that to me. I need. That's because you're just, you're me, so... What, you're just bragging now? When a job's going to take more than a minute, you give up. That's an ironclad rule for any assassin. Ordinarily, you want to kill them before they see your face. You never give yourself a chance to feel empathy for the target. If things look tricky, you back off and wait for another chance. Unless you follow those rules, you won't last long in this line of work. The experience. It had already been 7 minutes since the start of our battle. At this point, we'd both already failed. Now, hold on. He's trying to kill me. I mean, I'm trying to kill him too. But listen, alright? But even so...
俺が兄さんの立場ならもうとっくに諦めてる。
Well...
諦めたところで所詮は元さやだ。こうして抗うだけの価値が市ヶ谷にはあるっていうのかい。本気で国防なんてものを憂いでいるわけでもないんだろう。
I got something I need to do.
上の都合で西へ東へポクッと死んでも数には数えられない。どこへ行ったってそれは変わらない。それでも戦い続ける理由が兄さんにはあるのかい。
You wouldn't understand.
わからないから聞いているんだ。俺と兄さんの何が違う？
Experience, really? We've experienced different things. My master used to say that the value of a man depends on the kind of men he meets. But the way I see it, a man's real worth comes down to the kind of women he's known. And that's where the difference between us lies. You're the person I could have become. If I'd never met Asuko and set foot in Mahama, I probably would have ended up just like you.
くだらないね。それは不必要な感情だ。
Like I said, you wouldn't understand. He'd been taught to value only that which was useful, to bravely throw away his own life in pursuit of a greater goal. But I'd been raised by women who let me experience all sorts of things, useful or not. A woman who scoffed at the idea of heroic sacrifice. Men love to die young in a blaze of glory, leaving everyone else behind to pick up the pieces. But women are survivors. They live on, and they struggle forward, fighting to the bitter end. Of course, the two of us couldn't understand each other. It's like they always say, men who trained under a woman aren't like other men. They're stubborn, dirty bastards. They do whatever it takes to survive. And no matter what, they never stop coming at you. And what are you fighting for yourself? Why is any of this worth risking your life for? Do you even have a home to return to?
俺にだって積み上げてきた理想があるさ。そのためには兄さん、あんたが邪魔なんだよ。死んでくれよ、兄さん。
I understood where my brother was coming from. There'd been a time when I too believed that the perfect world Oslo described was the only possible paradise. I got a paradise waiting for me. There's no such thing as heaven. We had to make it ourselves, and it was only right that we shed the blood of those who stood in our way. Those words had been drilled into my head, and for a time, I'd believed them absolutely. I couldn't even imagine what kind of paradise would actually await us at the end of our labors. But even so, I'd murdered countless people in cold blood, hoping to create a world less terrible than this one. Sighing softly, I looked down to the deck and spotted the knife I'd cast aside some time ago. Oh, grab that! I'll kill you with my own 2 hands. It's the kindest thing I could do for you. Ah! Oh, so good. Squatting down, I reached out for the knife. It was so cold to the touch that I felt a shiver run down my spine. Oslo had once told me that a tool for killing people should be devoid of warmth. It was probably both an expression of his distaste for firearms and a reminder that the act of murder is best performed emotionlessly. My brother here was another killing machine that man had created. As he brandished his knife, I saw no anger nor sadness in his face. This was the only way of life he knew. He couldn't do anything but kill. And that's why he had to eliminate the obstacle in his path. It wasn't as if he had a motive. His prey was standing in front of him, and like a predatory animal, he simply let his instincts carry him forward. Oh my god, he didn't care if I tried to evade his charge or to meet it head on. He just wanted to wound me further, weaken me, and eventually to bring me down. There were no tactics or strategy involved. Willingly accepting a certain degree of injury, he thrust his knife relentlessly at every hole in my defense. It was a simpler and uglier thing than even a brawl between children. Man, it's all over for him. Oh, faster. Oh, ooh. I had to be faster than him. Okay, faster than ever before. My body, already at its very limits, was accelerating rapidly toward death. Stars flashed before my eyes. That's not what I need right now. Yeah, I was gonna say the fucking Stardust shit. Stardust syndrome, huh? This was probably the same starry sky Asuko had seen on her deathbed. Countless points of light were glittering brightly all around me. Oh no. For some reason, I felt like every one of them was the soul of a dead human being, beckoning me out into the darkness. No! I can't focus on these lights! There are some people you have to kill. Some things you have to destroy, and that's what Oslo is to me. You just gotta hit me with that, huh? That woman was everything to me. When she told me to do something, I was damn well going to try. I was gonna fight for my own sake. For the place where I was standing, for the road I wanted to follow, and for the handful of people at my side. That was all the reason I needed to make it this far. I'm not like you. I don't need someone else to give me a reason to fight. So what? I've never met a man who wasn't. Oh my god. It wasn't much of an argument, admittedly, but I wasn't there for a debate. Once you start to hesitate, you lose the ability to kill. You can't stop to consider things from your enemy's perspective. You can't pause to wonder if you're in the wrong. Questions like that are like a weight around your neck. That was the reason we trained to kill our targets within a minute. Oh! I did it! Hooray! I saw that little flash. Oh my god. Now the real problems comes up. I have a tear in my eye. It was the reason we tried not to think. The reason we doped ourselves with drugs, pushing the thoughts away. When the questions snuck their way into your mind anyway, the trick was to just shrug them off. But to do that, you had to have asked yourself those questions 100 times already. I'd gone through a great deal of anguish and uncertainty. And in the end, the women I respected more than anyone told me I was fine the way I was. That was why I could shrug off my doubts effortlessly. Straight in the fucking head, dude. What? Oh my god. Never took more than a minute to kill someone, huh? Then I guess this was the first time you ever had the chance to hesitate. It would be cruel, even childish, to call this a matter of experience. A machine doesn't feel doubt, but when its programming contradicts itself, it stops working. The only thing that can keep moving forward, contradictions and all, is a human being. And someone who only cares about things that are useful can't hope to understand what it means to be human. That was the real difference between you and I. Sorry I took so long to introduce myself. I'm Kazami Yuji, occupation student. Damn. That was the name of your brother. And the name of your killer. Mention it on your way down the hell, and they might move you to the front of the line. Ah! He's so cool. Yuji, take me. Well then, that just left Slow himself. It was such a messed up fast fight. How can I do this? Oslo's at full health. I'm not. I don't think I have any drugs left. I didn't know exactly where he was waiting for me, but in my experience, big shots tended to like high places. Man, it took you guys that long? Big losers. I just had to climb my way up to him then. Even if that meant building a mountain of corpses, dude, I got more killing to do. Oh, my heart. Oh my god. The little animations are pretty cool. They went all out, dude. I'm telling you. And here's main heroine Michiru, coming back to put a smile on our face. Unless you just hate Michiru, which, I mean,
ミチル様、600メートルの水圧に耐えるスーツですから、手で引っ張ったぐらいでは脱げないと思いますが。
Fucking stupid.
なんで脱げないのよ。私はいつまで天井から吊られてなきゃならないの。
As long as we need for entertainment.
すみません。お水が漏れてこないように、ちょっとハードめのネジロック剤を使ったのですが、これがまた優秀でして、もうどうしたって外れなくなってしまいました。
Oh shit, Michiru's gonna have to live like a big daddy for the rest of her life.
私、おトイレ行きたいんですけど。
Go in the suit. I'm sure it has a function for that.
インパクトレンチも歯が立ちませんでしたし、ロングエクステンションをかけたソケットでも回らなくて、最後はボルトの頭をまるっと舐めてしまいまして、もう諦めるしか。もう
少し頑張ろう。私も頑張るから。
And what are you gonna do?
何をです？
Like you literally can't do anything.
おトイレを。
Oh, okay. Keep that bladder going.
あ
あ。ああじゃないわよ。とにかくなんとかして漏れちゃうから。
God, that'd be gross.
今マキちゃんがモーターツールを取りに行ってますから。
I bet you she's taking her sweet time too. This is a non-concern.
とりあえずハンドグラインダーと電動ドリル持ってきたのよ。
I like how we're having to crack Michiru out of this fucking shell.
それできるの？
Apparently.
こうなってしまったらボルトの頭をモーターツールで飛ばして脱がせるしかないんです。
Fucking Michiru at this point. It's just, I'm in danger.
現在一巻は先行中ですし、榊さんがブリーフィング中なので、あまり大きな音は出したくないのですが、手早く済ませましょう。
何よ、私がこんな目に遭ってるってのに、ユミコは男物のパンツで何やってんのよ。バカじゃないの。
Look, what Yumiko does, it's what she does. It's all for a purpose.
みちる様、もしかしてとんでもない勘違いをしてませんか？
Don't even try to I just let her believe what she wants to believe or say what she wants to say. Like, she's dumb.
ブリーフィングってブリーフを履くことじゃないの？
Like, it's just... I couldn't even dignify it with a response at that point. It was so stupid that I was like, it was like that, like, it's kind of funny, it's kind of stupid, but it's mostly the face palm for eternity stupid.
何よ、知るわよ。わざとよ。ブリーフィングでしょ。場を和ませようとした松島流フレンチジョークよ。
French joke.
ミチル様、酸素欠乏症で脳が。
It's already fairly damaged.
チルチル、ブリーフィングってのはまあ簡単な報告会議とかのことを言うのよ。
つまりは会社に戻った JB さんから都内に仕掛けられた例の爆弾やタナトスシステムがどうなったのかという報告を受けている状態です。
Oh, okay, give me the details.
ヘリで出て行ってからまだそんな時間経ってないよね。もうイスラエルに着いたの？
なぜイスラエル？
JB って女の組織ってモサドじゃないの？
一応言っとくけど、モサドともっさり関係ねえからな。
Why?
知ってるし、それもわざとだし。
Why does Michiru even know that?
そうですね。じゃあさっさと脱がせちゃいますね。
ものすごい無感情に流された。
私らだって結果報告が気になるのよ。でもチルチルをこのままにしとけないでしょ。
You still gotta get you out of the suit.
勝ったにしろ負けたにしろ、風見さんの状況を知る方法は JB さんからの報告に頼るしかありませんから。
You know, I'm not doing so hot. I mean, I beat the second to last boss.
お兄ちゃんが負けるわけねえのよ。
そうだね。私たちが信じないと。
でもさ、勝ったとしてもあいつ私たちのところに帰ってくるのかな。
Oh, I'll figure something out, or I'll just die after I win. The most poetic of deaths.
おい、人が考えないようにしてたことをボソッと言うなよ。
だって
大丈夫ですよ。風見さんには足がありますから。
Yeah, like that's gonna do any good over water.
足さえ無事ならちゃんと帰ってくるってサメマンもそう言っていました。
Sachi, that's Shark Man.
またサメか。っていうか何なのよサメマンって。いや知ってるけど、なんでサメに足が生えてるわけ？
I guess that means Shark Man can walk on water. What the hell? Wouldn't you just want to swim if that was the case?
なぜサメに足があるのかだと。愚問だな。
Here we go with these fucking two idiots.
だがどうしてもと問うのであればあえて答えよう。
You guys, I'm in a very tough situation here on that fucking aircraft carrier.
それは愛する者のために何度でも立ち上がるためだ。
That made me want death.
なんじゃそりゃ。
The fucking music.
シャーク。
ああ、もうサメマンはいいから。とにかく早くこれ外して。
It's like borderline worse than Tuna Fish Man. Borderline.
はい、じゃあ首のところ切りますので動かないでくださいね。
Man, that's a big rip for Michiru. The rapidly rotating tungsten blade cutter filled the air with a brilliant shower of sparks, and Michiru, for her part, emitted a scream of remarkable power. The piteous shriek, resembling nothing so much as the cry of a maiden being deflowered, traveled along the communication tubes that lined the body of the ship, echoing through its every nook and corner.
騒がしいよね。
Yeah, you can hear it too, huh?
すみません。ですが、騒いでいるうちは不安を忘れることもできますから。気にせず報告の続きを。
No, that's Michiru being in mortal danger. What if the blade just cuts right through her head?
ご依頼の件だけど、さすがの私でもオスロの本拠地タルタロス島にまでは救助を向かわせられないわ。
Wait, I need... At least give me some... At least drop me in some health packs. Like, Jesus Christ.
お金はいくらかかっても構わないというお話でしたけど、会社を動かすには手順がかかりすぎますし、2課で独自行動を取るにしても爆弾解除の方に人員を割かれすぎています。
I just need to be able to not die through this.
彼が自分の手で決着をつけなければ意味のないことですし、私は風見君に武力解除してくれと依頼しているわけではありません。
Yumiko, I'm not asking for armed assistance. I need health.
すべてに決着をつけ終えた彼を迎えに行ってくれるだけで構わないのです。でないと。
Oh no, he's like, well, guess I'm going down with the ship. He just blows up the ship somehow.
すべてを終えた彼は自らの死を受け入れてしまうかもしれないと。
I mean, I don't think it's a matter of accepting the final death, though that would be a thing. We have things to live for now, but like, I still might die. Aw, Yumiko, come here.
不安なのはわかるわ。私だって彼を仕事に送り出すたびに何度も同じ心配をしたものよ。
He's just like, the final death.
でも風見雄二はい90295号は海兵時代はブーメランと呼ばれた男。
The greatest of nicknames.
どんなに過酷でどんなに絶望的な作戦に投入されても彼が必ず帰ってきたからついたあだ名よ。
This is so much more intense.
以前にもね、海外での作戦で2週間ほど連絡が取れなくなったことがあったけれど、結局は現地の漁師の釣り船に拾われて帰ってきたことがあるし、心配ないわ。
JP's just like, he'll be fine.
大丈夫。待っている女がいれば多少遅くなることはあっても必ず帰ってくる。彼はそういう男よ。
There's a lot of optimism going on here, and I'd like to be optimistic, but fuck, man.
でも
Kusakabe Yasuko, the woman he'd always come home to, was no longer alive. I have like so many others, and I don't mean that in I mean that in like a, you know, I got my sister back. I got the fucking Council of Idiots. Like, if he went to her now, he'd be going somewhere very far away from them. Having lost the woman he loved more than anyone else, he'd come to Mahama Academy as an empty shell, in search of a new purpose in life. But had he actually found one? Had they given him a reason enough to stay in this world? You're damn Skippy.
爆弾の現場処理に向かったギャレット隊からの連絡が入ったわ。
差し支えないようであればこちらの回線につないでください。
Patch her in.
ギャレットだ。
爆弾の処理の方はどうなりましたか？
She's just like the toughest, most rumbly tumbly girl, female woman who could beat all our asses.
薬剤試験場の方は資材搬入口の通路で入庫待機していたトラックの荷台から発見し、すでに不活処理が済んでいる。
Excellent. That would have been real bad if that went off.
あと30分発見が遅れていれば資材倉庫に運び込まれて発見が困難になり、倉庫内で危険な薬剤とともに活性化した場合の被害は甚大なものになっていただろう。
That's what I was fucking saying.
もう一つの新タワーの方は？
迂闊な部隊導入で一時はテロリストの立てこもり状態にもなったが、あのアダムの手引きで市ヶ谷と赤坂の合同対策部隊が編成されて大規模部隊導入による力押しで制圧した。
Oh, look, they actually did something.
新型爆弾はエレベーターシャフト内で発見されて、現場で一時処理を済ませた後に運び出されて、そちらも現在不活処理中だ。
Yeah, it looks like everything's like just wrapping up.
そう、よかった。
Really, except me. I'm not wrapped up yet.
全然よくありません。新タワー周辺への大規模部隊導入に対する言い訳を考えるのは私ですよ。
You're used to this.
とりあえずは新タワー建設に伴う周辺の再開発工事で対戦中の不発弾が発見されて処理中であるとの発表はしました。
I like it.
今のところマスコミ各社に情報が漏れた形跡はありませんが、勘のいい連中はオスロの入国の件と合わせてそれらに対する何らかの特別警戒であると見当をつけています。それが仕事とはいえ、世界中の無関係な人間に嘘をつく私の心労を少しはご理解いただきたいものです。
JB, we all have our jobs to do. And while that's just yours, well, mine is, well...
ましてや今回は身内にまで苦しい言い訳をしなければならんからな。
Nah, fuck them.
我々が爆弾の設置箇所をどのように知り得たのかということが問題になっている。
Does a little bird told you fly?
まさかタナトスシステムのメインコアから直接聞いたなんて説明するわけにもいかないし。
Like,
かといって下手な言い訳をしようものなら、一部の高官の間で広がっているSARS内部にオスロの患者が潜入しているなんていう妄言が真実味を増してしまうし、最悪。不合理を悩む前に身内を疑う、怪しきは罰する。機械は疑わないくせに人間は疑う。そんな古い体質を未だに引きずっているのよね、うちは。
I feel like machines are like one of the last things you should trust, to be honest.
タナトスシステムが一時的に普及して爆弾の設置箇所の推測は彼女からのプロポーズだったとするわけには。
But then again, we do have Kazuki, but she's like a completely different kind of thing. That's like a organic robot. Oh no. Nah, I'm full with the robots. God, I trust Kazuki with my life. She's actually a pure person.
情報が入ったのがタナトスシステムがオスロ側の手に落ちた後だし、言い訳としては苦しいわね。その辺はアダム・ブラックやサーフの連中とも口裏を合わせなければいけないし。
とにかくその辺ははっきりとさせておかんと、サムおじさんの某大陸に対するG牽制と受け取られると面倒なことになる。
I wouldn't put it past him.
タナトスさんは大量殺戮兵器は機能させない方が破壊力があると言っていました。下手をすれば近隣諸国との貿易関連で数年は尾を引くかもしれません。
隣接国間の関係悪化、それがオスロの狙いだったとしたなら見事にやられたわね。
Yeah, it's a price to pay, really.
人を一人も殺さなくても戦争は始まる。
Yeah.
私たちの国の私たちの世代には戦争と言われても全くピンときません。いざ戦争が始まったとしても楽観する層が大半で、身近な人間をなくすまでは気づかないのかもしれません。今回の件はそのことが一番身に染みました。
戦争とはそういうものだ。国のためという大義名分を掲げておきつつも、結局は身近な人間のために銃を取るのが兵士だ。
'Cause that's what a soldier does.
風見というたった一人の身近な人間のために立ち上がったお前らを平和に埋没した連中はバカめと笑うだろう。
They're the council of idiots for nothing.
笑いたいやつには笑わせておけ。だが私は歯を食いしばって立ち上がるバカを決して笑いはせん。
でも今回の件は バカが賢い人間の目的に利用されただけという側面も拭いきれません。
そうね。そういえばタナトスさんは今はどうしているの？
I was gonna be like a meanwhile. Just goes to Kazuki.
やはり体力的に厳しいようで、現在は休息をとっています。
Oh, you know that means mommy's around her.
椅子に座っているだけでも骨身にしみるような痛みがあるというので、海水を張ったバスタブに使って体にかかる重力負担を軽減している状態です。
God, that must suck. That's the atrophy, dude.
あまり無理はさせない方がいいわ。
She's a mess right now.
マイク・マイヤー大尉とスオーさんが看護についていますので、今のところは大丈夫だと思います。
You knew mommy was like right next to her, like just at all times.
ああ、タナトスといえば地下に残してきた本体の方な。外部電源が断たれてシステムのスリープが始まったぞ。
このまま電源を再接続しなければ3ヶ月でコピーコアが死ぬわ。
Perfect.
このまま破棄するか再稼働するかはまだ決まっていないそうだけれど、再稼働するにはメインコアの生体認証が必要だそうよ。システム保守担当者が顔を青くしているわ。
どういうことです？
Oh boy.
簡単に言ってしまえば、パスワードロックがかかっているパソコンのようなものよ。一度休止してしまえば再稼働させるにはパスワードが必要。
Good luck with that.
そしてそのパスワードの解除にはそちらに乗艦しているタナトスさんの生体認証を要する。つまりは彼女がいなければシステムの再稼働は不可能ということよ。
And we have her. We've never given her back.
いえ、それは理解できるのですが、つまりタナトスさんが望めばタナトスシステムは復旧が可能ということですか？
理論的にはね。ただ彼女がそれを望むかという問題と、一度は裏切った彼女をシステムが受け入れるかという問題はあるらしいわ。
It's like, we'll see how Kazuki feels about it.
単純に彼女の身柄を確保して機械に放り込めば再稼働するというわけではないし、再稼働したところで今後はシステムの脆弱性をどう扱っていくべきかという問題もある。
またテロリストの標的にされても困るということでしょうか？
そうね。ただでさえシステムの維持費が大変な上にさらに膨大な保護費用がかかるとなれば再稼働もためらわれるわ。
Man, just destroy it. That's it.
例えるなら高級外国車を青空駐車しているようなものね。あそこに高級車があるぞと窃盗団に知られてしまえば24時間見張りを立てなければいけない。高級車を手に入れてもそれを保護管理できる車庫が備わっていない。やはり導入は20年早かったというのが今は有力な意見ね。
Well, let's wait another 20 years. And then it's just, I don't know how long, I don't know how long, how many years after this whole affair Phantom Trigger is, but that's just like 20 years later. Just
どっかの国みたいに合角形の要塞でも建ててその地下に隠しておけばよかったのにな。
その皮肉は聞かなかったことにします。
うるせえ。わけわかんねえ厄介ごとに巻き込まれてこんな島国まで引きずり出された私の身にもなれ。
You're
とにかく疲れた。
You're tired? What about us?
先ほど現場の方にケータリングの手配をしておきました。まずは一段落ということで食事にしてください。
What about our catering?
そうさせてもらう。
I could go for some chicken tenders. Now hold on.
私からの報告も以上です。何か変化があればまた連絡しますので、アンテナ V は回収せずに栄光し続けてください。
Swear to God, Yuji better come home. And he just fucking takes a chicken tender and just starts eating. Like it just
わかりました。
while he's dying. A small beep from her headset indicated the call had ended. The word disconnected flashes across the screen of her laptop, and all of a sudden her body felt incredibly heavy. A few of their outstanding problems had been cleaned up. By all rights, that should have lightened her heart. But instead, the weight bearing down on it only grew stronger. Although the bombs and the Thanatos system were essentially dealt with, the matter of Kazama Yuji was still up in the air. Dude, they couldn't do anything more for him. I gotta do it on my own, man. All they could do was pray that he returned.
いくら欲しいの？お金ならいくらでもあげるから。帰ってきて、かさみくん。
Aww. I'll see what I can do, but she knew it was utterly ridiculous. But right now, Yumiko simply couldn't find any other words to say. Poor girl. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
そっか。じゃあやっぱりこうなることも計算してたんだ。
She really is in a bathtub just with ocean water. Oh man, I need a break after that whole mess. The intensity was so much. And I have to go through one more super fucking fight. Dude, what if the fight's just like not even anything crazy? I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay if either I killed him immediately or he killed me or we both killed each other at the same time. And it just, there it is. That's it. Like, it's like 5 seconds and it's over. I'd be okay with that. Because that last one was just the most stressful thing ever. I literally thought we were going to die. But not this time. Not this time. Maybe next time. We'll see.